community approached OM Zambia if they can start with community schools, because the schools, government schools, are very far from where the communities are, and that resulted in many not to go to school. They stayed at home. Most of these youths that are in the community sit and drink and fight and insult. And my dream is that we as the school will extend our hand in the community to the youth, to the ladies, to the men in the community.
I want one day that community, the Koli community, to be transformed, and I know it's through the kids.
We went into the schools, we saw that children lacked concentration and they had diseases like ringworms and things that are as a result of being malnourished. So apart from the learning itself in class, we have also introduced a feeding program where we have seen that there's a need in the community. Most of these children come from homes where they don't manage to have 3 meals. We are having outreaches into the community where we take class by class, starting with the little ones. We go and reach out, but not with words, but with actions. We look out for the homes of the old people, we clean their surrounding, we fetch the water for the sick people, we go and help them. And that's one way we are reaching out into the community, as we believe in transformation, not only of the children, but of the entire community. They're not just there to be in the community, to stay there forever and ever, but that they will grow up to be leaders of influence. They will grow up to be leaders who will bring change in their community and change in the country and in the world.
We have been seeing that the kids have not been exposed so much. They've been so much into the community where they see things, the same things every now and then.
A few years ago, we did the first field trip and we saw that it made a world of a difference in the children's lives. Simple things like making them switch on a light on and off.
We happened to take the kids to ZAMBIA workshop where we had to show them what happens in that workshop and how they assemble the trains. They said we can come in and expose the kids.
They saw big buildings and the ZAMBIA were very kind. And they had a nice meal there.
They had to see a lot of things like how they assemble the train, the engine of a train.
And they had a chance to get into the train and out. That was like amazing to them.
When we went to see where the blacksmith was working, it was something that was so amazing to them. They couldn't even believe it. They couldn't stop seeing it because it was for the first time for them to see such a thing. It was really another thing for them. It was something which was so big to them. Others were scared, others were excited. You could tell in their faces to say they've been wanting to see something closer, something big like a train closer to them. Yeah, because they've been seeing it from a distance. They were asking a lot of questions, of which others they went on to say they wanted to go and work in a place like that.
So we take them to Zambia railways, we take them to police stations, we take them to hospitals, and we hope to expose them even more beyond Kawe.
Because we want to give them opportunities or to think of things that they would want to do in the near future when they grow up. Maybe I'll be just drinking or be just having my own tavern where I could sell beer. This is what they had. Now since we had to expose them to something like that, something which was big, for them, they are so excited to say one day just have to be there and work and drive the train.
When we started with these children, they were wild. I mean, they were indisciplined. But now you get a child, after we are with them 6 months or a year, you get a child who's knowing how to pray before they start eating, a child who's stopping the other one from fighting. And that goes back to their homes. We've had parents come and ask us to say, what are you doing to our children? They are more obedient now. They are fighting less at home. They are insulting less at home. And we see that a child can bring transformation in the community just through the way they are living. The change that has come into their lives can bring a positive change into their homes, which will also go into the community.
As long as the character of Christ is in them, of which I see it's our responsibility as teachers to show to them, to say they need to know this Jesus.